attention this topic is to stop hate and fake news spread everywhere. Let me ask you two questions. Have you ever been interested in seeing news from a now without knowing that's true or not? Why is so much easier to fake news than you believe it? My talk is particularly relevant to those of us who is discovered about more fake news nowadays and stop people to spread lies or hoaxes. During 5 till 10 minutes, I'll talk about few reasons there's more fake news today. I've divided my presentation into 3 parts. In my presentation, I'll focus on 3 major issues. First of all, what is hoax? A hoax is a falsehood deliberately fabricated to masquerade as the truth. It tricks society into believing or accepting as genuine something false and often preposterous. Second, how to spot fake news? Start by assuming that not all the news in a feed is true. If the content is itself a sponsored content, that means an individual or organization is paying to display content. It is always a good idea to verify information before you share it with others, in person or on social media. Aside from the 5 questions above, an additional method that works is the CRAAP test. Look at the content for its currency, the term's authority, the source of the information, accuracy, the reliability and truthfulness of the information, and purpose, the reason the information exists. 5. Check the fact with the parts sides, like snopes and PolitiFact. Admittedly, Dove has its limits. By the time a claim is researched and proven false, it may have already reached millions of accounts. 6. Call out fake news you see in your network that you interact. What polarizes people further is calling them out publicly. Then people get defensive because it makes them look stupid for posting it in the first place. 7. Check the author. Do a quick search on the author. Are they credible? Are they real? 8. Look for fake image. Modern editing software has made it easy for people to create fake image that look professional and real. In fact, research shows that only half of us can tell when images are fake. However, there are some warning signs you can look out for. Strike shadow on the image, for example, or just edge around a figure. If you still have doubts, you can use tools such as Google Reverse Image. 9. Pay attention to quality and timelines. Do you notice spelling errors, lots of all caps, or dramatic punctuation? If so, about the reading motion. Reputable sources have adjective rating and grammatical standards. 3rd, theoretically, the National Police never stop calling on dissemination of deception and speech of hatred to cancel the action. However, hoax and utterance of hate have never stopped haunting cyber explorers. City of Indonesia criminologist Kisno Widakso. Yes, there are still many networks for spreading false news and utterance of hatred scattered in the virtual world. In addition, the cyber observer added, there were several factors that made the spreader of the hoax and utterance of hatred not stop of the action. There are a number of reasons why there are no errors or no violation. First, there is the democratization of information creation and distribution. As Ron Walmons, formerly of the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, recently noted, any individual or group cannot communicate with large number of others online. This has its benefits, but it also carries serious risks, beginning with the loss of journalistic standards of excellence, like those typically enforced within established media organizations. Without traditional institutional media gatekeepers, political discourse is no longer based on common set of facts. The second feature of the digital information age is information socialization. Rather than receiving our information directly from institutional gatekeepers, who, despite often flawed execution, were fundamentally committed to meeting editorial standards, today we approach it via peer-to-peer sharing. Peer network may elevate content based on factor like clicks or engagement among friends, rather than accuracy or importance. Third, the perpetrator feels safe and will not be caught because there are many ways that can be done to trick the police. Moreover, this is related to the use information technology. Maybe he could just change the identity such as email address. Fourth, the law that is applied in relation to the case is considered not to make the perpetrators feel afraid. Hoax spreaders aren't overshadowed by existing legal entanglement. 5. Hoax are very likely to be deliberately disseminated by irresponsible parties with economic motive. The more people who access the false information, the more clicks are generated to bring money in. Information hoax or not, as long as it produces a lot of clicks. Jasmine explained that hoax are false sentences that seems to be produced by smart people but are evil, while consumers from hoaxes are good people who don't have the knowledge to analyze the truth. So the perpetrators warps the news in such a way, and what is played is logic. So that someone reason often feels that the news has no need to question its validity. He explained. There must be input by someone who wants to check the truth of the news. To check is a fake news or not, you need to browse, and browsing always data at 8 kilobytes. So consumers in cyberspace not confuse the press share button rather than find the validity. Pursuant to the chairman of the Indonesian Anti-Hoax Society, Setyaji Eko Nugroho said, technology users now are not accompanied by a critical culture of looking at the problem. Finally, I'd like to summarize the main point of my talk. We are living in a brave new world of disinformation. As long as only its purveyor have the data, we need to understand it. The response will remain inadequate, and to the extent that they are poorly targeted, they may even end up doing more harm than good.